Welcome to our Dharma family service. Let's begin with Sutra chanting of Jusei Ge. Gagon chose gam hishimu jodo shigan fu manzok seifu josho gak gao munyoko fui dai seshu Fusai shobingu Seifu josho gak Gashi jobutsudo Myosho chojippo Kukyo mishomon Seifu josho gak Ryokujin shonen Joe shubongyo Shigumu jodo Isho tenin shi Jinniki endai ko Fushomu saido Shoujo sankumyo Kosai shuyakuna Kai ichi egen Meshi konmo am Heisoku sho akudo Tsudatsu zen shumon Koso jo manzok Iyo no jippo Nichigatsu shujuki Tenko onpugen Ishu kai hozo Koseku dokuho Jo dai shuchu Seppo shishiku Kuyo issai butsu Gusoku shutoku hon Ganne shitsujo man Tokui sangai yo Nyobutsu mugechi Tsudatsu mifusho Gangaku enik Toshi saisho som Shigan yakoka Daisen o kando Koku shoten To uchin myoke Namandabu 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 Gam nishikudoku Byodo seisai Dohoten bodaishin Ojo anna Next, let's recite the three treasures. The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. 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 Welcome to our Dharma family service. Today we got a couple of special things. Normally after this we would have another service, our Oakland Buddhist Women's Association doing the Eshinni, Kakushinni, and Lady Yoshiko Otani Memorial Service. And so that's a really special service, honoring and remembering three really important women in our tradition. Eshinni was Shinran, our founder's wife. Kakushinni was their daughter. And Lady Yoshiko Otani was the wife of one of the Gomonshu from a couple generations back, one of our abbots, the head of our school of Buddhism. So that special service is in a different video, but we also have a special guest. Skunk, did you see her there? Skunk asked to participate because she's excited about the Eshinni, Kakushinni, Lady Yoshiko Otani service. Skunk is one of the female members of our animal bunch here at Buddhist Church of Oakland. And then even though she has a lot of pink, she's black and white and pink, right? But pink isn't her favorite color. What do you think her favorite color is? Any guesses? I'll give you a hint. It's one of the colors on my wagesa, right here. Is it blue? No. Is it white or silver? No. It's orange. Yeah. Skunk's favorite color is orange. Did you guess? Could you guess that? Now, the reason there's orange on here is because this is a special wagesa for last year's World Buddhist Women's Convention or Conference. And so our own Reverend Michael Endo helped to design it. It has a pattern with the Golden Gate Bridge on it. So that's kind of San Francisco. And then the orange is the California poppy, which is California. Right? So it's kind of commemorating this area because we had that big worldwide kind of conference here in San Francisco. So it's important to know in our kind of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu is about equality. It's about everyone being equal. Amida Buddha doesn't discriminate. Right? Amida Buddha doesn't only like men or only like elderly people, right? Or only like smart people. Amida Buddha loves everybody. Amida Buddha accepts each one of you as you are. And so in our society, sometimes there's ideas that certain people are a certain way. And I think we have to be really careful because sometimes people say, oh, if you're this race, you're like this. Sometimes they say, oh, you're a woman, you're probably like this. Or you can't do that. That's not for women. That's men's work. Or that's the man's area. Right? That's kind of a traditional idea, and I think we find it throughout the world in various cultures. We might find it in Japan. We might find it here. It's always changing, though. I personally, I like to think I want to be more like Amida Buddha. I like to try to accept people as they are, and let each person be themselves. Sometimes women are more feminine, but not always. Sometimes a man can be more feminine. Right? And sometimes we have different aspects of ourselves and maybe more masculine in some ways, more feminine in other ways. And so, I like to let each person be themselves and not be like, hey, you're like this, you're this kind of person, so you should be like that. But instead, get to know each person for who they are. Right? And so I asked Skunk, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she said she wants to be a scientist. I was like, oh, that's great. right? That 50 years ago, they might not have encouraged women to be scientists so much, but there were women scientists. There were there's more recently, we see movies about women who were scientists back in the 50s, 60s, probably going even further back, right? And so I personally believe that women can do anything men can do, right? Of course, there might be physical differences, but they're not all across the board, right? That we, instead of clamping people in to, you're this, so you must be like that, I think it's much better to be like, oh, who are you? What do you like? What are you about? And just get to know each person for who they are. And it might be different than what I expected, but that's kind of cool, right? And so I want to encourage Skunk to pursue her love of science. She's good at science. She's good at math. And so you're going to study really hard, right? And you're going to try and pursue your dream of becoming a scientist, huh? And you're also, I hope you enjoyed learning about the Wagesa, right? This Buddhist women's Wagesa, right? And maybe you'll even stick around for the Eshini Kakushini Lady Yoshiko Otani service, huh? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I'll tell you about it later. Okay, so you don't have to sit and watch the whole thing. But want to really thank you all. Remember, Amida Buddha accepts you as you are. But we can also learn from Buddha's teachings, right? And try and be friendly. Try and be accepting of others. Try and be the best person that each of us can be. So thank you very much. I hope you were able to stay cool during our mini heat wave. I hope you didn't lose power for too long. And please be safe and well. Why don't we conclude with Gassho? Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Naman Nabutsu. Naman.